Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
From North Arena inside Huntington North High School in Huntington, Indiana, welcome to another production of Norwell Knights Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com. Good morning, friends, and welcome aboard. This is Derek Decker alongside my good friend and partner Jacob Collins, bringing you Game 1 of the Holiday Hoops Tournament here in Huntington. Other games also being played at Columbia City, Crestview Middle School, and Huntington University here in this two-day, four-game tournament for everybody. And in this morning's matchup, we've got your 4-3 Norwell Knights coming off a 40-31 cross-county rivalry victory over Bluffton, taking on the 7-0 ranked number 2 in the AP poll in all classes, Hamilton Southeastern Royals. The Royals at 7-0, couple overtime wins. The most notable win probably on their schedule so far was an OT victory over Northside, 75-67. Now, granted, Northside's been struggling a little bit, but obviously a very quality basketball team. And here for the Knights this morning, they are very depleted. You've got Quentin Purdy, who's been sick since Christmas, hasn't been able to practice, hasn't done a whole lot of anything, not even in attendance here today. He's still at home sick. You've got Luke Zettis, who's on a mission trip, left for Jamaica this morning. And then, of course, you've got Cole Wilson and Trey Reeser, who are both inactive. And Cole Wilson is inactive until we don't know when. That's still to be determined. Trey Reeser is going to be activated on January the 6th as the boys take on Leo, the second conference game, first game after the new year. And he'll be active for that game, and I think he could add a vital piece to this Norwell offense. But talking about today, this is a team that has 6 current varsity players on the roster today. You've got Riley, who got called up today. He's also sick, but he is available, probably in limited fashion. And you've also got Landon Geiger and Drew Federspiel. They're going to be trying to take down a team that's number 2 in the state that averages 66 points a game, Jacob.
It's going to be definitely tough for them. Without Luke being there, that basically takes away their only 3-ball shooter. Even though he's a streaky shooter, I mean, he's basically all they got. So I expect Hamilton Southeastern just to stack it down on them, and they're not going to respect the 3-ball, rightfully so.
Yeah, and that has been the problem for this Norwell team. If you haven't tuned in a lot this year, we'll let you know that, quite frankly, this team is very one-dimensional, and they're very good at what they do inside. I think they're very successful at what they do. The problem is you don't have a shooter or a number of shooters that you can kick to. If you have a couple of shooters, you can spread things out. On offense, it gives you so many more options. It opens up the lane, and you can do what you want even more inside. So that has been a problem for the Knights so far this year. I don't foresee that changing unless some of these guys heat up. Now, with that being said, if these guys have a game where they can heat up and shoot it really well from the three-point line, they can beat just about anybody because they're a very efficient team on offense. And, again, that'll open things up and it'll force teams to respect the 3-ball. This Hamilton Southeastern team shoots at 37% from three-point range. You've got a guy shooting over 60% from the three-point line in the starter, Nick Bowman, the 6'1 senior. You've also got Aaron Etherington. You might recognize that name. Austin Etherington, who played at IU. It's his brother. These kids are just tremendous. I mean, this team is just stacked, and you've got a number of guys. The difference between Hamilton Southeastern and Norwell is when you have 5 guys that can play, you've got so many guys that can replace. Norwell not even close to having the depth that HSE does.
Yeah, the bench has always been pretty weak all year, and now with the 4 guys inactive, as you said, it's just going to stretch us even thinner. With guys being called up off of JV, they're not going to have much varsity experience. And going against the number 2 team in the state, it's going to be a tall task to ask.
Well, I talked to Coach McBride before this one, and he had a couple of keys in mind. He told us that he wanted to take good shots. He wants to take care of the ball today and certainly control the pace. What that does is it keeps HSE out of transition. If they're able to force it into a half-court game, Norwell will be able to keep this thing close, I think. And he also said you got to be good on the board. So that's good keys for just about any game. So, again, he wants to make sure that they earn things in the half court. If they get out and run, this is a much more athletic team, much faster team than Norwell. If they're able to get out and run, Norwell's going to have a very difficult time keeping pace because the Knights do not like to do that. They average just 49 points a game and have had several games in the low 40s. And he just said, you got to be sharp with the guys you got. It's a 4-game tournament in 2 days. You're packing things in. You're not doing a lot of scouting efforts on especially the second day because you don't even know you're going to play until tonight. So you're just kind of watching a little film. You have no practice time in between, so these tournaments can be a little bit deceiving. And he did say that usually the teams with the deepest benches normally win or at least make the longest runs here in the tournament. Norwell definitely not that team this weekend. HSE is. He did talk about the fact that the Royals have a real decent chance at winning the state championship this year. They've got a shot to make a run. Sagarin doesn't like them quite as much, just 17th in the Sagarin. A lot of that due to their schedule strength. It's not been the toughest here in the early part of the season. In their first 7 games, their opponents' records just 26 and 29 combined. So they've played a lot of teams that don't have a lot of talent, but they're certainly in the top 5 for sure. And again, we touched on Riley being limited availability today. This is just going to be a stretch. Now, here's the other thing that I can think of. If Norwell gets in any kind of foul trouble, they're going to be in real deep trouble no matter who they're playing because, again, you got 6 varsity players and 3 JV players that are going to be playing a lot of minutes here this week. So Norwell's got to find a way to keep themselves out of foul trouble here this afternoon. We're about 30 seconds away from the starting lineups here at North Arena. We probably will have a recorded version of the national anthem here for the first game of the day, and what we'll do is we'll have to go to break and let you hear from some sponsors, as we're not allowed to do that due to copyright violation. But we're sure glad you could join us here on this frigid morning. Here we are warm inside. It's about 0 outside, but it's a comfortable 71 degrees inside North Arena. Bob Strait Court, tremendous facility. We've been here a number of times. We've been here for semi-state before. It's just a great facility. It seats about 5,500, the biggest gym in the area, in the Fort Wayne area. So it's just a great place to watch a basketball game. We've got a great broadcasting setup here. We're in the northwest corner of the gym and just kind of looking straight down. They've got kind of an interesting camera angle. It's a little bit unique, sort of like Warsaw. But it's certainly a good broadcasting facility. So it doesn't appear like we're going to have a national anthem. So we'll go ahead and join the public address announcer for the starting lineups.
First, for the Knights, number 3, Levi Leidig. Number 5, Will Geiger. Number 22, Connor Torsen. Number 40, Brandon Nicholson. And number 42, Kyle Henshin. The coach of the Knights is Mike McBride. Starting for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals, number 1, Nick Bowman. Number 14, Chaz Birchfield. Number 21, Aaron Etherington. Number 13, Noah Smith. And number 50, Lenore Beshop. The coach of the Royals is Brian Satterfield. Our officials.
Well, there are your starters, and it looks like we're just going to be set to go. So away we go from North Arena here, Bob Strait Court, inside Huntington North High School for Game 1 of 12 games today across Huntington North and Columbia City. And then we'll have the same amount of games tomorrow, both being played at Crestview Middle School, Huntington University, and Huntington North High School as well. So it'll be Brandon Nicholson in the middle, the 6'7" senior, jumping against Mabur Majak, and it is won with ease by Majak, and we are off at Huntington. And controlling it out top is going to be Noah Smith, the 6'1" junior for the Royals of Hamilton Southeastern. HSE coming in with, as the home team in this contest, they are wearing the white with royal blue trim and 2 logos on the side. Norwell in their road navy blue with gold trim, gold numbers. Inside, missing the shot, rebounded no good. Missing the first opportunity was Noah Smith, and Majak missed the putback. So Norwell gets the board, and they got a chance to take the early lead. About a 30-second possession was the first one for the Royals. Geiger around the perimeter. Again, Kyle Henschen getting the start in today for Luke Zettis. Nicholson taking it right on in, missing the shot. Geiger pulls down the O board and then gets fouled on the rebound attempt by, I believe, Aaron Etherington. So the Knights will have it out of bounds. So Etherington picks up his first personal. Like to see Nicholson be strong, and nice over-the-top play. Geiger couldn't finish, and the rebound pulled out of there by Aaron Etherington for HSE. No score here, 1 minute into the contest. That's Chaz Birchfield on the left wing for the Royals. Now Nick Bowman pulls up from 15 and hits. HSE has the early lead in this one. Bowman, a 58% shooter from the field on the season. Also the player that shoots at 63% from the three-point line. HSE coming off a win against Pendleton Heights, 61-46. And these two teams have met just once in the last 30 years, and that was 2 years ago here in the Holiday Hoops Tournament. An 84-54 HSE win as the Knights turn it over for the first time. Lazy pass by Torsen, and the scoop and score by Nick Bowman gives HSE a 4-0 lead. The computer prediction in this game was a 66-41 Royals victory. That's another turnover. Gives it into Mabor Majak, posted up by Nicholson, and Brandon's working hard. He's playing physical with him. I like that. Majak, the turn, the hook, missed the rim. Rebound pulled out of there, though, by Chaz Birchfield for HSE. Taking it right on in, it's blocked away, and it will stay with HSE. 5:49 left in the first quarter, a 4-0 Royals lead. Inbounds comes to Birchfield, and that's just a real nice move. And the Royals have a 6-0 lead. They're applying a full-court press as Geiger trying to break it. Leidig drives right in the middle of the trap and turns it over again. The third Norwell turnover. The other way, Bowman tried to slam it, missed it. The rebound putback, though, is there for Noah Smith. And count the basket after a Norwell foul. Connor Torsen picks up the personal. We're going to have a Norwell timeout. This one will be a 30 as this thing getting away very early on here this morning. We do want to let you know that be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement, Bluffton Roofing owner James Worth will suggest the proper course of action that is best for your home. Bluffton Roofing, quality first home improvement. Contact them at 260-307-6313. Also, Indiana Physical Therapies, highly trained professionals, treat all types of injuries and ailments and accepts all insurances. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, visit indianapt.com. 8-0 Hamilton Southeastern, 5:27 left in the first quarter. And going to the line for one shot is Noah Smith. He made the rebound putback. Bowman went for the slam and missed. Just kind of lost the handle going up. And it's now 9-0 HSE. 3 points for Noah Smith, a 59% free throw shooter, but he was able to get that one to go. That was a kick by Birchfield as they're still applying the backcourt press. Norwell hung right with the Royals last year. It was a 28-27 HSE lead at the break. Norwell was right there. Kissel had a number of threes in the first half, but they gave up 34 points in the third quarter. They just kind of started applying the press, and then eventually 56 total in the second half en route to a 30-point HSE victory. That was knocked out of bounds by Mabor Majak. He's 7'2", and if you can't, I'm sure the computer screen does not do it justice because this kid is big. Makes Nicholson look pretty small, and Brandon's 6'7". Looking for Geiger, and a foul from behind on Chaz Birchfield. It's his first. It's the team's second. The Knights have gotten off just 2 shots here in the early going, and they've turned it over 3 times. Got as small as crowd as you can get, although I will say it's actually a lot better than last year's first game, and that's a turnover. Geiger tried to feed Nicholson, but the pass was well too slow, and missing the shot on the other end was Birchfield. Offensive board missing again was Noah Smith, and the Knights have it now. Leidig needs help, gets it across the timeline to Nicholson. Brandon takes it in the lane, forces it up there, and can't get the roll, and the rebound to Aaron Etherington. Knights 0 for 3 from the field. Nicholson 0 for 2. Geiger missed the only other shot. They've turned it over 4 times. The Royals lead at 9-0, 4:32 left in the first quarter. Knights in a man defense, as almost always will be. Mike McBride, a huge favorite of the man. In the corner, Nick Bowman for 3. Misses the shot, and it's corralled by Brandon Nicholson. Fighting through a major contact, and finally a foul called on Nick Bowman.
Hamilton Southeastern fouls on number 1, Nick Bowman. 8 for the Royals, number 35, Chris Groves.
So that's pretty much, that's a really good look for HSE, and we noted 63% shooter from outside, so that's going to go in more times than not. That was tipped midair. Drew Federspiel has checked in for the first time for the Knights. Nicholson inside, missed the shot. Rebound Geiger, blocked away by Mabor Majak, and here comes HSE. And Norwell just significantly undersized. They nearly create a turnover on the other end. Nice active defense. The defense hasn't been all that bad, but there's just nothing there inside. When you've got a rim protector at 7'2", it's difficult to work around, especially when you're Geiger. I mean, you're more physical than most guys in the area, but you're only 6'4", so that's difficult to work through. Nick Bowman will key it in as the official tries to wipe up some perspiration on the floor. Inbounds comes to Chris Grubbs, who's in the game for the first time, and he turns and scores in the lane. Grubbs averages 7 points and 4 boards a game. That was knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Norwell. And I take it back. It will not belong to Norwell. So the Knights threw it away there. Didn't catch that one, so it's the 5th Norwell turnover. Bowman finally finds Majak well out beyond the arc. He's working near the timeline, being guarded by Levi Leidig. He's doing his best. Levi's a quick kid, but just so undersized at 5'8". The junior didn't play a minute last year. Inside Etherington. Aaron scores, makes it a 13-0 HSE run to start the game. Leidig is fouled and is bailed out with a foul call. He just kind of tripped on his own, I think. But Bowman's going to pick up number 2. 4th on the team as well here with 3:15 left in the quarter. We're going to have a sub checking in. It's senior Josh Fugate, the 6-footer. Torsen will walk it up for Norwell. Still the backcourt press. It's a 2-2-1 zone, it appears. Nicholson turns and throws it away. 6th turnover for Norwell here in the first quarter with 3 minutes to go. In the lane kicking in the corner, it's Josh Fugate. Oh, nice cut. And scoring is Chris Grubbs with his second basket of the quarter. And it's 15-0 Royals. Norwell's had trouble even getting it across half court. Now they finally do. Federspiel is attacked in the corner. Finally gets it away to Torsen. Now Nicholson driving and missing the layup. Drew some contact, did Majak, and Nicholson couldn't get it to go. He's 0 for 4 now here in the quarter. Knights still scoreless. A 3-ball from Etherington is good, and the Royals have an 18-0 lead. Etherington shoots at just 31% from 3, but the best all-around player averages 16 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists a game for HSE, and that's another turnover as they turn it over for the 7th time in the quarter. Pulling up, Etherington top of the key. This one's short off the front iron, and it's Drew Federspiel with the rebound from Norwell. Now we've got a foul in the backcourt called on Noah Smith. It's his first, the team's 5th. Landon Geiger's going to check in for the first time for Norwell. Geiger, also a JV player, actually doesn't even play that much in JV at times. He's in and out. We do have Bradley Beeman checking in for the Royals here. So Federspiel out, Geiger in. Norwell still looking for their first points of the contest. Leidig dribbles right into the trap and turns it over. That's just something you can't do. In the corner, Fugate for three. Good. 21-0 Hamilton Southeastern. Yeah, this thing got away in a hurry, and now the question is, can Norwell score in the first quarter? They turned it over for the 9th time. Yeah, they just discombobulated on offense, and it's understandable. It's just a matter of Hamilton Southeastern being very deep, Norwell having a number of guys missing, and it just doesn't come together for a good combination. And you just got to continue to play hard and get some good reps. That's a turnover. They tried to go over the top to Chris Grubbs, and HSE turns it over for the first time in the quarter with 1:12 to go, and then a bump foul well out top by Bradley Beeman. It's the 6th on the team, so Knights are one away from getting into the bonus, but they still trail at 21-0. Geiger not afraid to pull it, at least in the JV contest. Oh, there's Geiger cutting on the baseline, missed it, and he lost it out of bounds. That was a good look by Norwell. It was Nicholson finding and cutting Geiger along the baseline, but he couldn't finish. Under a minute now left in the first quarter, and Norwell still has not scored. A 21-0 Hamilton Southeastern lead. Chris Grubbs in the lane, kicks, and nice ball movement out to Hornbuckle for three, missed everything. And the rebound out to Brandon Nicholson for Norwell. That was Hornbuckle's first three attempt of the season. High post to Nicholson, Geiger for three, and he hits. Landon Geiger gets Norwell on the board in the first quarter. It's his first points of the season at the varsity level. And finally, Norwell sees one go through. 15 seconds left in the quarter. And it looks like the Royals will hold for one shot. Leidig is fouling Bradley Beeman. Just a little bit too physical. Nicholson's going to check out here as Henshin's going to replace him for the last 9.4 of the first quarter. And inbounds comes to Chris Grubbs across the timeline. 5 seconds, being guarded by Henshin. Takes it right in the lane, blows by everybody. Missed the shot, though. And the rebound to Geiger. And that's not going to be a turnover. And the quarter will come to a close. Well, after one at the Holiday Hoops Tournament, it's Hamilton Southeastern 21, Norwell 3. We're back after this 60-second timeout. This is Norwell Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
And welcome back to North Arena in the Holiday Hoops Tournament here at Huntington North. It's 21-3 HSE after one quarter of play. As we look around to see what else is going on here in the tournament today, it's New Haven and Merrillville, and what should be a tremendous matchup going on right now at Columbia City in the 10 a.m. contest there. Norwell will have the basketball coming out. Norwell playing Indy Cecina coming up this afternoon, that game at 2 o'clock, and we'll have that one for you as well. And then pool play will be determined after today's results. That was knocked out of bounds by Chris Grubbs. these are kids that do not even play a lot for Hamilton Southeastern, not the starters on the floor. They're getting a lot of work to their subs. Chaz Birchfield, who started, will check back in now for the Royals. Neither team shot it particularly well in that first quarter, but Hamilton Southeastern about average. Norwell well below average, just 1 for 8 from the field in that quarter. Geiger the only bucket, a left wing three with under a minute left. Geiger dribbles out of it, and now Leidig in the lane, the little floater off the glass and in. And Leidig has his first points, and it's 21-5. Josh Fugate handles it for the Royals, and now it's Beeman. Brandon Miller on the drive, and an offensive foul's called. And that's going to be on Hornbuckle, so it was away from the basketball. That's a turnover for Hamilton Southeastern, their second of the contest. That's also the team's 7th, so the Knights will be shooting free throws the rest of the half. The problem has been they haven't been able to draw any contact inside. And Geiger just dribbled it off his leg out of bounds for the 10th Norwell turnover in the first half. 6:55 left in the quarter. Hamilton Southeastern has not scored in a while. In fact, it's a 5-0 Norwell run. That's Chaz Birchfield for HSE. Nice pass underneath. Drawing the contact was Hornbuckle. Couldn't get the shot to go. That was beautiful and well executed there by HSE. Fugate nearly had the assist. And the foul went on Kyle Henshin. Hornbuckle's first is good. Cole, just 1 of 2 on the game. Oh, I should take that back. 1 of 2 on the season coming in from the line. So just his 3rd and 4th trips to the line on the year. 1 more coming, and both are good. Nothing but net. HSC now 3 for 3 from the line as a team. Noah Smith with the other one, and it's 23-5. Leidig front court. And he continues to dribble into the trap. And that has created problems all day for Norwell. This Royals defense is long, and it's suffocating. Geiger, baseline, nice cross-court pass, good ball movement in the corner. Geiger for 3. This one's short, and the rebound is pulled out of there by Hornbuckle for HSE. A pretty good look that time for Geiger. Missing the 3 on the other end was Josh Fugate, and Geiger has the rebound. Will Geiger, that is. A couple of Geigers on the floor right now for Norwell for the first time this season. Another cross-court pass. They're making that defense move. Landon Geiger short from the short corner. The rebound was to Brandon Miller, who's in the game for the first time, and they force a turnover, the 3rd of the game for HSE. Spin move. Geiger probably got away with the travel, and they're going to say he lost it going up, then controlled it again, and draws the foul. So Fugate picks up the personal, and Geiger goes to the line. He has struggled mightily from the line, 58% on the season, which isn't a bad number. It's not good. But considering all the ones that he's missed, especially early on in the year, he was shooting 31% through 4 games. But he's able to get that one to go to get his first points of the contest. Nicholson checks back in for Norwell. So does Fetterspiel. And to the bench go Henshin and Geiger. One more here for Will. And he looked good on both of those. And it's a 23-7. Norwell deficit is 16. It's been as big as 21. Driving into the lane and slamming it home is Chaz Birchfield. Just a little dribble drive. Nobody came to the help. And he went right to the rim on a rack attack and puts Hamilton Southeastern up 18. And a steal in the front court. Now it's running the floor, and Etherington putting it down with 2 hands. We've got ourselves an athleticism show today. 27-7. This is why they're the number 2 team in the state. High post catch is Geiger. Will puts it up from the elbow and hits. Will Geiger with his 4th point, and it's 27-9. Norwell trying to hang around a little bit. Trying to keep this thing within reach. It's already 18. It got out of reach very early here in the contest. About 5 minutes in, Geiger nearly created the steal. Oh, wait a minute. That's going to be overturned. He did create the steal, as a matter of fact, as it was knocked out last, and now it's changed. So it's the fourth HSE turnover. It was originally called Royals ball, but it was pretty clear that it went off of, I think it was Nick Bowman out top, the point guard for the Royals. Torsen walks it across for Norwell. Fetterspiel had it taken away, and now again on the run and scoring and drawing the foul is Noah Smith. He'll have a free throw. The foul on Fetterspiel. And it's 29-9. Checking back in is Landon Geiger for Norwell, and Fetterspiel will go to the bench. A teaching moment for the young man, as Mike McBride will have a discussion with him. Noah Smith to the line again. 1 for 1 today, 59% on the season. And he will make it a 21-point Royals lead at 30-9. Second quarter action, 4:28 left in the first half. Leidig in the front court for the Knights. A jump stop, leaves it for Nicholson to the rim, missed the layup. Rebounded in there, though, by Landon Geiger. Nice strong board, as now Torsen will get it out to Nicholson. He's not afraid to shoot that. Brandon has shot that a number of times and actually leads the team best field goal, or best three-point percentage, I should say, at 38%. Leidig pumps a three, misses back iron. Rebound pulled out of there by Noah Smith. He's going to run with it, leaves it for Birchfield, and now it's Etherington forcing it up there, missing the shot. Norwell didn't box out, and somehow they get the rebound. That's not a good way to get a rebound with a guy that's 7'2" in the game for most of the time. But they are able to do it. They haven't been out-rebounded that much, really. The fact of the matter is the Royals haven't missed a lot of shots and a tie-up, so that'll be the 13th Norwell turnover of the half. Chris Grubbs checks back in for the Royals as Chaz Birchfield takes a seat. Again, Grubbs averaging 7 and 4 a game, but he's played pretty well so far. He's got a couple of baskets here in the first half. 3:22 left in the first half. Etherington left open for three, and he missed everything. And the rebound pulled out of there by Brandon Nicholson for Norwell. Etherington now 1 of 3 from beyond the arc on the game. Leidig nearly traveled with it. Knights are trying to do a cross-court type of passing with this defense, and they almost turn it over again. But it's picked up by Leidig underneath. He tried to get it to Brandon Nicholson, and they turn it over. 14 of them now as they continue to rack up. Connor Torsen, I think he might have a bloody nose or something of the sort, maybe a contact issue. He's kind of holding, because we're going to have a timeout here. He's going to go to the bench. Actually, he's going to go back to the training room here at Huntington. So he's going to take a walk back there. While he does, we'll take a quick timeout and return after these words from Heidi Motors. This is Norwell Knights basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Welcome back to the Holiday Hoops Tournament here in Huntington. We've got a timeout for some blood on the floor. I'm not sure what was bleeding for Torsen, something on the face. It might have been the mouth, might have been the nose, but in any case, they've got that cleaned up. He is in the training room right now, so, and even more depleted Norwell lineup will take the floor right now, and Eli Riley's going to see his first minutes of the contest. We noted in the pregame that Riley is still battling an illness, so he's with limited availability today, but he's going to play right now. for the Knights. Aaron Etherington has it for HSE, feeds Majak, puts it on the floor, and it's taken away. And Riley on the floor. Ball is still loose, pulled out of there by Levi Leidig for Norwell. Leidig jump stop and scores with the right hand. That's a real nice move, an underappreciated move in high school basketball, or any kind of basketball these days. Leidig, a very fundamental player. He's got 4 now, and it's 30-11. They feed Mabor again. Backing down Nicholson. Missed the shot. Rebound. Slam by Aaron Etherington, who has his 9th point. Well, Majak has not played all that well, as Nicholson's done a real nice job on him. That was contested at the rim again, but nobody there to box out Etherington. He's flying all over the place. Nearly created a turnover there, but Nicholson will miss the finger roll. Rebound pulled out of there by Geiger, though, and somehow he gets it in. And it's 32-13. Will Geiger with 6 now. Nicholson is 0 for 6 from the field. He is really struggling, and they've all been real close to the rim. They feed Majak again. He misses the rim. Rebound, no good. Trying to box out. Riley finally comes up with it. Noah Smith also had a miss that time. Geiger open for 3, and again, he's not afraid to shoot it. He missed it. Rebound, though, to Will Geiger. And a turnover. Number 15 for Norwell here in the first half with 1:06 to go. Etherington pulls up from the top of the key, kicks it in the corner to Chris Grubbs, drives baseline, and a personal foul is going to be called. I think it's on Geiger. It is. Landon, that is. It's his first. And we're going to have a mass substitution here for the Royals. A number of players are going to check in. Brandon Miller in. Also Bradley Beeman. Cole Hornbuckle. They're all in right now for HSC. Josh Fugate in there. Henshin back in for Norwell. Having trouble finding somebody open, and finally threw it to Will Geiger for Norwell as they create the turnover. And a foul called from behind on Josh Fugate. He stripped Riley, poked it out from behind, but not without reaching. And so Eli Riley will go to the line with 55 seconds left in the first half. Knights trail by 19. Riley's going to attempt his first varsity free throws here. The freshman getting some time with a number of players out for Norwell, and he missed the front end. Rebound, though, pulled out of there by Kyle Henshin. He's got to get rid of it before the 3-second call, and he does. Knights will kind of swing it around the perimeter, slow it down a little bit to their pace. 39 seconds left in the half. Well, very hot start after the 21-0 start. Norwell's actually outscored HSE 13-11. Henshin from the short corner hits from 15, and it's 32-15. Kyle Henshin with just his 6th point of the season, his 3rd bucket, and the deficit is 17 with 20 seconds to go in the half. They try to get it to Grubbs, and he has it between the circles with 10 seconds left in the half. He's on the dribble, being guarded by Landon Geiger. Between the legs, nearly lost the ball. Outlets to Fugate. Trying to drive in the lane, scoops it up. Wild shot goes in for Josh Fugate at the buzzer of the first half. Not a whole lot you can do about that if you're Norwell. Fugate has 5 as we head to the break. After 2 quarters of play, it's Hamilton Southeastern 34, Norwell 15. We'll take this timeout and return. This is Norwell Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream, and you can chase any dream, and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332. The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 youth per team, or 2 youth may make a team starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every frame. With 22 lanes, there is plenty of excitement to go around. So stop by to practice or come relax with friends. And don't forget about Friday fun. From 12 noon to 6 p.m., only $1 per game and 50-cent shoe rental in a smoke-free environment. The Bowling Center is located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
Eyes are important indicators of overall health, and comprehensive eye care goes beyond a prescription for glasses or contact lenses. At Bluffton Family Eye Care, Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry take the time to get to know you, your eye care history, and your vision needs. To ensure healthy eyes and your best possible vision, our optometrists combine experience and expertise with the latest technology. They provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best. They take pride in providing excellent customer service by creating a personal connection with each patient individually.
To look and feel your best, visit Drs. Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424. Or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. They're so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Do you know a 7th grader looking for a fun place to spend time with friends? Are you looking for an environment where your teen is surrounded by positive role models? These days, your middle school student is probably very interactive, but is he or she active? 7th grade is a time when sports become more competitive and provide less opportunity for the average child to be involved in physical activity. The YMCA wants to emphasize the value of a healthy lifestyle by offering a free Y membership to every 7th grader in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. It's the wise way of giving back to this community. Students thrive in a safe environment where they can grow in spirit, mind, and body. Get to your local Y and sign your 7th grader up for a free Y membership. It's that simple. Offer good for every 7th grader residing in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. For more information, stop by your local Y or visit fwymca.org or email hereforyou@fwymca.org.
At First Bank of Bern,
welcome back to the Holiday Hoops Tournament, game number 1 here at North Arena in Huntington. We are at halftime, and Hamilton Southeastern, ranked number 2 in the state, leads Norwell 34-15 here at the break, and we'll go over some halftime statistics for you. We'll start with Norwell, and for the Knights, leading the way, it's Will Geiger with 6 on 3 of, take that back, 2 of 5 shooting from the field. 6 points for him at the break. Brandon Nicholson has struggled mightily. He's missed all 6 shots he's taken, and they've all been at the rim. Levi Leidig with 4. Missed a couple of shots as well. Kyle Henshin with 2, and Landon Geiger with a big 3 on his first varsity attempt for Norwell. Actually broke the scoring as they trailed it 21-0 at that point. As a team, they turned it over 15 times and only got 16 shots off. 5 of 16 from the field, 31%, 1 of 4 from the three-point line for 25%, and 2 of 3 from the line for 67%. As this is a team that shoots at 46% on the season and 28% from 3. So below average on both the numbers, which was to be expected here this morning. For HSE, they are very balanced. They've got Aaron Etherington with 9, Noah Smith with 6, Josh Fugate with 5, Chris Scrubs with 4, Chaz Birchfield with 4, Nick Bowen with 4, and Cole Hornbuckle chipped in with 2. Actually, just his second and third points of the season, as he played a number of minutes in that first half. Also missed his first 3 attempts of the year. So didn't expect him to play much at all, but considering the circumstances of today's game, he got a lot of playing time. 6 turnovers for the Royals in that first half, 14 of 30 from the field for 47%, 2 of 7 from 3 for 29%, and 4 of 4 from the line. So, Jacob, if you're Norwell here in the second half, you're obviously not in the game. This thing got away in the first several minutes. What are you looking to do as far as building towards your next game in Cecina this afternoon?
Well, I think you just try to slow things down a little bit. In the half court, just get your half court offense going. Just focus on running your offense. Focus on not running into the trap. Just focus on playing fundamental, solid basketball. Hit a couple shots, hopefully gain a little bit of confidence going into the second game today.
Well, we'll see if the Knights are able to do that. We'll take another break here at the half and be back with you. This is Norwell Knights basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kind of free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern. Member FDIC.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just keep suffering from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension? Corrective Chiropractic can help.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic, serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area to help you feel and function better. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the Holiday Hoops Tournament here in Huntington. We're under a minute left until halftime is over and the third quarter begins, as it's a 19-point lead for the number 2 team in the state here at the break. Norwell just could not keep up after a 21-0 start. The Knights just weren't there. Again, we've talked about a number of things. The Norwell Knights just have not had a lot of players to deal with. They've had a lot of injuries, a lot of sickness, a mission trip. I mean, when all those things come together, you're looking at a recipe for disaster in a 4-game tournament. But Norwell going to try to do their best here. Cecina's a team they match up much better with, and we'll talk about that a little bit later this afternoon. We'll be on shortly before 2 o'clock, as there is one game between this one and the next Norwell game. That is between Huntington North and Whitco. That game starting at noon. The other noon game is Belmont and Columbia City up at Columbia City. So, by the way, Norwell will play somebody from that pool. So they're either going to play Whitco, Huntington North, or Leo in the first game tomorrow. And then the second game could be any number of teams here in this tournament. So we're underway in the third quarter. Cross-court pass, Norwell. Looks like starter's back out there. It is. And Henshin was fouled, or I should say Geiger was fouled. This is going to be a shooting foul as well. So the foul is going to go on, that's Chaz Birchfield, so it's his second, the first here in the second half. That's the only thing HSC didn't do well. They fouled a lot in that first half, put Norwell at the line a few times. Geiger was 2 of 2 in the first half from the free throw stripe, and the first one is good. Geiger with 7 now. Knights are trying to really crack down on the free throw problems that they had, or the turnover problems they had in that first half. So the Knights now doubled at 34-17, but a nice start as Geiger took it to the rim. Tried an over-the-top set play out of the halftime break. Nick Bowman looking to feed Mabor Majak. He's being guarded by Levi Leidig right now. That's 7-2 against 5'8". How often do you see that? That's just not the matchup you want for any reason. It's knocked away, though, and it's out of bounds. And Hamilton Southeastern turns it over for the 7th time in the game, first time in the half. They're still going to apply backcourt pressure, only leading by 17. But Nicholson can bring it up for the Knights and will. Brandon plays like a guard at times. He's got good ball handling skills. Geiger into the lane, pulls up from 12 and hits. Will Geiger starting to rack up the points now. He's in double digits with 10. First player to reach double digits for either team. And it's a 15-point deficit. 34-19, under 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Inside to Mabor Majak. The turn, no good. Rebounded, though, by Nick Bowman. And the Royals will reset the offense. Inside, taking it strong to the rim, was Chaz Birchfield, who has his 6th point of the game. It's 36-19. And inside, we've got a foul called by one official, and the other saying something else. So they're going to talk about it. And it is a foul. So that's what it's going to be. Not sure what the discussion was about. And Birchfield picks up number 3. Also had a sub coming in. It's Chris Grubbs will check in for Birchfield. They try to go over the top to Will, but instead he catches it at the 3-point line. Feeds Nicholson inside and scores right over Mabor Majak. And it's 36-21. Finally, Nicholson gets something to go through for his first points. Norwell's looked much better here in the first 2 minutes as they control a turnover. Geiger in transition is blocked away by Etherington and then fouled by Kyle Henshin. So just when you think Norwell's might get a little bit of momentum, they get a block by Etherington. Geiger was just stuffed that time. We're going to have a timeout, though, called by Hamilton Southeastern and Coach Brian Scatterfield. This is a full one, so we'll take it along with Coach Scatterfield and hear from these sponsors. We'll be back. This is Norwell Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Welcome back to the Holiday Hoops Tournament here at North Arena in Huntington. We have 6:08 left in the third quarter, and it's a 36-21 Hamilton Southeastern lead. They're ranked number 2 in the state of Indiana in all classes. They have had this lead as big as 21, but Norwell has kept it manageable here in the last several minutes of the contest. They've looked really pretty good here in the first couple of minutes of this third quarter, forcing a Brian Scatterfield timeout. He's in his 17th year with a record of 267 and 117 here at HSE. They feed Mabor Majak. Nicholson straight up. He missed it again, and the rebound is pulled out of there by Brandon. Nice defense as Majak misses again. And they don't allow HSE to set up that backcourt pressure. Geiger threw it off the leg of a Royal defender, and it'll stay Norwell's ball. They'll have it underneath, and Torsen will key it in. Connor inbounds to Will. Torsen didn't take the three. Probably had a look at it, but it was going to be contested. Crossover dribble. Will kicks in the corner. Leidig a three, and this one misses everything, and the rebound to Noah Smith for HSE. Leidig now 0 of 2 from beyond the arc. They get it to Majak again. This time he kicks to Bowman. Nick puts it on the floor, goes to the rim, and is fouled by Brandon Nicholson. It's just Brandon's first. And Nick Bowman will go to the line. Nick, a 67% free throw shooter on the season. And this free one is good. Royals are now 5 of 5 from the line today. Into the Norwell lineup is Landon Geiger as Henshin takes a seat. In for HSE is Brandon Miller as Majak goes to the bench. And both are good by Nick. 38-21, a 17-point lead. 5:18 to go in the quarter. Glad you could join us on this 10 a.m. morning game as Leidig dribbles into the trap. They save it in. It's another turnover for Norwell, just the first of the half. Etherington takes it into the lane and throws up a wild shot. Not a good shot there by Etherington. He wanted a foul call. But Norwell gets the board, so they kind of get a break that time. Torsen trying to shake the defender who's being all over him. Noah Smith was tightly guarding him, and he's going to force Coach Mike McBride to use a timeout here. This is a 30, so we will keep it here, and we'll let you know that Daniels Jewelers does in-house repairs, specializing in restoration and resetting, prong retipping, and resizing. Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from many designers and settings. Visit Daniels Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton. Also, more than just a hardware store, Reed's Do It Best Hardware has a gift shop, paint department, rental department, and you'll never guess this, Jacob, they've got hardware too. They're open 7 days a week to best serve you, located on Highway 1 North in Bluffton. 4:47 left in the third quarter. A 38-21 Royal lead as Norwell in their first of 4 games here in the next 2 days. Voice will have 6 games for you over the next 3 days. This is the first of those 6, with 1 more coming today, 2 more on the boys' side tomorrow, and 2 in Plymouth on the girls' side on Saturday. Geiger drives right to the rim and is fouled by Chris Grubbs. He swatted it away, but also got a piece of the arm. So Geiger will go back to the line. Will is 4 of 4 there today. Again, just a 58% shooter on the year. And we've mentioned that he's very streaky as well. He will go on tangents where he misses 5 or 6 in a row, but he's good on that one. Now has 11 for Norwell, still leading all scorers in this game. And both are good. So Geiger has looked very good from the line. That's an encouraging sight to see. The lead is again 15 for the Royals. 4:37 left in the quarter after what looked like this could be a massive blowout. It was 21-0 right at the start. Norwell had not scored in the quarter until less than 30 seconds left as Brandon Miller makes a move and goes to the rim and makes it 40-23. Here's Geiger driving and missing the shot. Came up a little short. Etherington got the board for the Royals. He's in transition. Kicks to Bowman for 3. It's no good. Rebound is, though, corralled by Chris Grubbs. Bowman now 0 for 2 from three-point line. Well below a season average of 63%. Bowman caught it and had some difficulty controlling it in the lane. Missing the shot was Grubbs, but he was fouled on the play. He'll go to the line for 2. The foul was on Geiger. Geiger, his second. It's the third on the team here in the second half. Grubbs a 52% shooter. And this team doesn't shoot it all that well from the line, but they haven't missed so far today. Just 63% on the season. Of course, Norwell's only missed once, and they're just a 58% shooting team. So both teams are stroking it from the line. One more coming for Chris Grubbs. Grubbs, the 6'4 sophomore, and both are good. He's got 6 now, and it's back to a 19-point lead for HSE. 3:45 left in the quarter. Torsen, it's thrown away, but it'll stay with Norwell as the length of Chris Grubbs that time in the middle, and the Royals are just harassing Norwell on defense. They're doing a very good job of doing so. Leidig picks it up, is trapped. Torsen is trapped, but has his dribble. Geiger in the lane, probably got away with a foul, as it looked like he pulled on him with 2 hands, but he scores anyway. And Geiger now with 14, and it's 42-25. Noah Smith on the drive. Scoops it up, and a late foul call, as we'll send Smith back to the line. The foul's on Geiger. It's just his first. Smith is 2 of 2 from the line today. So as you might be able to see on your screen, Whitco walking into the building, preparing for their noon matchup with Huntington. Fugate and Beeman back in for the Royals. And both are good. So again, HSE still has not missed, at least by my count, at the line today. 8 points now for Noah Smith. 44-25. Geiger front court. Spin move, left hand, left Nicholson open, and he missed it. It was contested, but he got his own board and scores. And Nicholson has his 4th point of the game. First miss of the second half from the field as well. 2:52 left in the third quarter. 44-27. Number 2, Hamilton Southeastern leads 4-3 Norwell. A 3 ball by Bradley Beeman is buried. That was pretty deep, well outside the wing. Beeman hits just his 3rd 3 of the season. And it's back to a 20-point lead. It hasn't been 20 in quite some time for HSE. Geiger the crossover. Leidig works it in the corner to Federspiel on the baseline, and he's fouled by Beeman. It's going to be his second. It'll be the team's 4th here in the second half. We'll have another sub coming back in. It's the 6'3 sophomore Cole Hornbuckle. Norwell already, actually, they had their season average in turnovers of 15 in their first half. But they've only turned it over once here in the third quarter, so they've done a nice job taking care of the ball. And that's why HSE has not been able to extend their lead. Leidig looking for some help, and, oh, how did it get to Geiger? But he scores anyway. Will, with his 16th point of the game, continues to kind of dominate for Norwell, has been the scorer for the Knights today. 16 of the 29 points, but a lot of those have been in the second half. In fact, 10 of the 16 have been here in the third quarter. Cross-court pass left Fugate open for a deep 3. This one's off the mark, and the rebound pulled out of there by Will Geiger for Norwell. Fugate now 1 of 3 from deep. Leidig trying to drive. He does. Reverse layup is blocked away by Chris Grubbs. Pretty easy block, too. They're in transition. They work it ahead to Hornbuckle, who missed the shot. And now Nicholson has it on the run for Norwell, and they'll pull it back out and slow it down. Hornbuckle only took 2 shots on the season coming in. He's taken 2 today as well. Nicholson blocked away by Chris Grubbs and out of bounds. We do have a sub checking in for Norwell. Kyle Henshin back in. And Drew Federspiel to the bench. Federspiel not in the book yet today. Over the top to Geiger. Had to fight through contact and missed the shot from the left side. Rebound to Chris Grubbs for HSE. They want to run, and Grubbs will score. Grubbs with 8. It's a 20-point lead with under a minute left in the third quarter. 49-29. Torson in the corner to Leidig. Levi out to Nicholson. Brandon on the left wing. Didn't have a shot there. Chris Grubbs is a difficult defender to work through. 6'4", but he plays much bigger as he's fronting Nicholson right now. They're trying to get it to him. And now they do, but both times it's been on the perimeter on this possession. He'll drive and miss the shot. Got his own board and scores again. Brandon Nicholson has been all over the O boards here today. He hasn't shot it well from the field, but he's got all 6 of his points here in the second half, and the lead back under 20. 15 seconds. The Royals likely looking for the last shot of the third quarter. Bradley Beeman shut off by Leidig, and a travel in the corner there by Cole Hornbuckle. Third turnover of the quarter for HSE. Ethan Todd's going to check in for the last 4.2 seconds of this quarter. He might be in there to shoot it for Norwell. It's probably the only reason he's in there. Geiger went to the bench for the last 4 seconds. Baseball pass, and it's tipped around. Nicholson caught it with 1 second, and it's missed. And it was the 3, and I believe it was batted as well. So I think that was tipped, but he will be credited with a 3-point attempt. And the third quarter will end after 3 at the Holiday Hoops Tournament in Huntington. It's Hamilton Southeastern 49, Norwell 31. Back after this 30-second timeout, this is Norwell basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the Holiday Hoops Tournament. Bob Strait Court inside North Arena here at Huntington North High School. We are through 3, and it's a 49-31 Hamilton Southeastern lead. Norwell, though, has kept this thing in check for sure. It's been out of reach for the entire contest, but it has not been a blowout at all here in the second half. Norwell, they've done a lot of positive things, and we'll talk about it after this game concludes in the post-game show, hopefully with Coach Mike McBride as well. It'll be the Royals with the ball to start. Oh, what a dish from Chaz Birchfield. Left it for Brandon Miller. The lead is back to 20. Brandon Miller with his 4th point of the day. What a beautiful assist that time for Birchfield. Chaz did not play much of that third quarter. The Knights almost turn it over. Now they do, and what do we got? It was a kick on Norwell, so it'll go to HSE regardless. Just the second turnover of the second half, though, after 15 in the first half for Norwell. Leidig will check out, and Ethan Todd's going to get some more minutes. Good to see Ethan getting some playing time here. Varsity experience, also a JV regular. They go interior to Miller. Nice outside kick to Birchfield. He'll drive baseline, kick it back out. Good ball movement. All subs right now in there for the Royals for the most part. Fugate has pulled the trigger a couple of times from out there, but doesn't this time. They're being very patient. Ethan Todd creates the turnover and gets the steal. And Eli Riley in there as well for Norwell. Brandon Nicholson pulls it from 17 and rims it no good. And the rebound pulled out of there by Cole Hornbuckle. for the Royals. I don't know how Birchfield got that open, but he missed the shot. It was good recovery as he kind of caught it underneath the basket. And he couldn't get the shot. Norwell will get the basketball back here. Geiger and Fetterspiel back in. Henshin and Todd back to the bench. Ethan Todd providing a couple of quality minutes there to start the fourth quarter, creating a turnover, getting a steal, and getting into the book. Knights trying to work through that trapping defense. It is now only in the half court, though. Fetterspiel. Now it's Torsen. Geiger. Nice pass to Riley. Almost drug his foot. Put it on the floor instead of taking the shot as the pass led him a little bit too much. Torsen tried to split the gap. Couldn't. Finally gets it off to Riley. Eli in the lane. Kicks Fetterspiel a three try. That was partially blocked. And Eli Riley has the offensive board for Norwell. That was the first shot attempt of Fetterspiel's varsity career, if I'm not mistaken. Nicholson missed the shot. Rebound to Mabor Majak. Nicholson has just had an atrocious shooting day. And it's definitely understandable. Nick Bowman tried to go up and under and missed the layup. And Norwell has the rebound. 5:39 left in the ball game. Fetterspiel being guarded by Mabor Majak, and that's another Norwell turnover. Third of the second half, 18th of the game. And then Torsen fouls coming out of that turnover, just his second. He has not taken a shot today. Eli Riley's coming back to the bench, so is Fetterspiel. Into the game, Landon Geiger. Levi Leidig. Or Will Geiger, I believe. 5.5 to go. Bowman on the left wing, trying to get it to Mabor Majak. He's being guarded by Landon Geiger, who is all over him. They're really playing physical with Mabor today, and they try to, they're going to call a foul, as Landon kind of reached around him and grabbed him with the other arm. So Landon picks up his third. It's the sixth on Norwell here in the second half. Nick Bowman coming off the curl. Didn't have the shot there, though, as Leidig was well prepared on defense. Mabor Majak creating space and scoring from the left side. The lead is as big as it has been now, as HSE has its biggest lead of the game at 22. Majak gets his first basket of the game, though. First time he scored. What an acrobatic play by Nick Bowman as he creates the turnover, and they run in transition. They leave it. Couldn't see the number on who scored. It's Chaz Birchfield who has his 8th point of the game, and it's 55-31. So this thing continues to get away. By far, the best quarter for Norwell was the third quarter. They tried to draw a foul there as the defender fell down. That was Noah Smith, and little contact, if any. Not called. Leidig gets it to Nicholson. Oh, nice spin move and scores. Up and under for Brandon Nicholson. That was a beautiful spin and score. And it's the 8th point of the game for the 6'7 senior. The lead is 22 for HSE. We're halfway home in the fourth quarter. Majak kicks it to Bowman for three, who misses. Rebound, though, by Chaz Birchfield. He just out-jumped everybody, and there's not a whole lot you can do about that. And Birchfield has 10 now. Bowman missed another three, though, so he's now 0 for 3 from out there today. Not having his best shooting day. They get it front court to Will Geiger. Knocked out of bounds by Birchfield. Chaz has been all over the floor here in this contest. He's been probably, at least in my opinion, the Royals' best defender, and he hasn't played the entire game. Of course, nobody's played the entire game today, with this game being of a 24-point margin now. Brandon, left wing, feeds Geiger. Turn, move, score. Will Geiger with his 18th point. Hasn't scored in quite a while. Assists Nicholson. The lead down to 22. And a turnover. Leidig got hit in the face, but he turns him over anyway. And he tries to throw up a prayer. Missed it. Rebound, though, to Geiger. And he scores and draws the foul. So Geiger with 20 now in the game. The steal was by Leidig. And Feddersfield, Riley, and Ethan Todd are going to check back in. That might be it for Torsen, Leidig, and Nicholson. Probably will be. Don't want to overuse them too much in a 20-point deficit. So Geiger goes to the line. Hasn't missed today from the stripe. And this one is good. So 21 now for Will, and he's going to be done as well. Kyle Henschen checks back in, so you're looking at 4 JV players and, well, actually 5 JV players, but Henschen, who has seen some varsity minutes, very limited. So basically it's JV right now. That was thrown up. That was not a shot attempt, and they threw it to the wrong team, and Nick Bowman will slam it. 5th turnover for Norwell, but now you kind of wipe off everything because it's a JV team playing the number 2 team in the state of Indiana. Now, granted, it's not their starters either, but it's a JV team, and they turn it over again. Birchfield, yeah, now they're just going to have a field day. That was a travel that he got away with, and then an and one by Noah Smith. Eli Riley called for the personal. It's frustrating, but now HSC is going to check all of their subs in as well. Mass substitution, Josh Fugate, Brandon Miller, Chris Scrubs, Cole Hornbuckle, but all these guys have played a lot today. So, but again, this Royals team can just replace. They can get away with that. Hamilton Southeastern about 3 times bigger than Norwell. Population-wise, or enrollment-wise, I should say. The free throw was good as well by Noah Smith. So both teams have shot it very well from the line today. I believe, combined, there has been just 1 missed free throw, and that's by a kid who hasn't even taken, that was his first varsity free throw attempt. So there's some encouraging numbers for both teams on that front. Eli tried to drive, gets it out to Landon Geiger, and now Feddersfield. Ethan Todd in the corner. Eli Riley couldn't handle the pass. And scoring is Bradley Beeman on the other end with 5 now. And this lead continues to grow, but it is not indicative of how the second half has been. It's now a 26-point lead. But this game was as close as 15. And Norwell had kept it in check until the JV players came in here. Eli had a chance at a 3. Instead will drive and kick to Henschen. Cross court to Ethan Todd. Riley coming on the curl, top of the key, 1:44 to go. Riley lost the handle, got it back, flips it out to Landon Geiger. They go cross court again. Feddersfield, a deep 3, and he buries it. Drew Feddersfield, who has had a real nice JV season, finally gets one to go here in the second half. 64-41 with 1:24 to go. He's by far the best shooter on the JV team. He's got some other things he needs to work out. He's about 1 step away from being a varsity player, though, consistently, and being a contributor. Brandon Miller missed the shot. And they turn it over again. Norwell does. And a slam. Chris Scrubs pretty excited. Up 25. And by the way, with a minute left, Harrell has the potential to get this game exactly right. It was 66-41 was the prediction. So that's the score of the game right now. Riley misses the 3, partially blocked, though. That was partially blocked, and it's not called that way. But Riley misses the 3, so the computer has a chance to be perfect in this game. With 43 seconds left in the contest, they're just kind of dribbling the clock out here. Not sure if they'll even look to score again. Josh Fugate between the circles, just kind of running a motion offense. Not really looking to score right now. They're going to improve to 8-0 on the year. Had no trouble with Norwell today. They kick it cross court. Fugate will leave it underneath, and scoring is Bradley Beeman. 7 points for the sophomore. Doesn't get a lot of playing time. 10 seconds left. So that ruins the computer's chance at getting a perfect game here. Feddersfield with 5. Kicks it. Henschen couldn't get a clean catch. Todd at the buzzer for 3. It's off the mark, and that will be your final. Final score today, it's Hamilton Southeastern 68, Norwell 41. We'll go out and tally up the final statistics and be back after these words. This is Norwell Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
A new adventure awaits. above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings. We're also providers of custom rapid weight loss programs. Lose weight fast now, 20, 30, 40 pounds, with a doctor-supervised weight loss system. To learn more or schedule an appointment, call Corrective Chiropractic today at 260-353-1400. Serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Every team knows that the three-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm and me, Kevin Beatty, and my team are here to help you go for three by combining your home, auto, and life insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home, auto, and life. It's just another way we're here to help things go right. So call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 or in Bern at 589-2077.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in supporting growing businesses. And in our community, that means a lot. We believe it's important to have a local perspective. Our agribusiness professionals are from here, so they understand what it takes for agribusinesses to succeed, like having the right banking solutions to keep agribusiness thriving, from traditional accounts to cash management and equipment loans to crop insurance. We believe we can help your business grow. First Bank of Bern, member FDIC.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at grableinsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Are you looking for a job or know of someone who is? Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, tuition reimbursement, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days, and you'll receive Kroger benefits after 60 days. All qualified applicants are encouraged to apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com. 260-827-2108. Peyton's Northern, now hiring. Troxel Equipment Company.
And welcome back to the Holiday Hoops Tournament here at Bob Strait Court inside North Arena in Huntington North High School. The final this morning, Hamilton Southeastern 68, Norwell 41. After just kind of thinking back to what Coach McBride said in the when I talked to him earlier this morning, that team has a real good shot to win the state championship, and Norwell did a lot of good things. We'll talk about some of those in just a minute. We will let you know of the final statistics here this morning. For Norwell, leading the way, it was Will Geiger, the sophomore, with 21. Only missed 6 shots as well today. Chipping in with 8 was Brandon Nicholson, who had a really nice second half. Didn't make a shot in that first half, but did a nice job in the second half. Also with 4 was Levi Leidig, all those in the first half. Federspiel with 3, Geiger with 3, and Kyle Henschen chipping in with a pair. As a team, Norwell turned it over 23 times from the field. Norwell 15 of 40, 38%. 2 of 8 from the three-point line for 25%, and 7 of 8, though, from the line for 88%. For Hamilton Southeastern, they had a number of players very well balanced today. Noah Smith with 11, Chris Grubbs and Chaz Birchfield with 10, Aaron Etherington with 9, all of those in the first half. Nick Bowman with 8, Bradley Beeman with 7, Josh Fugate with 5, Brandon Miller with 4, Cole Hornbuckle with 2, and Mabor Majak with 2. They turned it over 11 times as a team, but they shot at 27 of 53 from the field for 51%, 3 of 11 from 3 for 27%, and 11 of 11 from the line. And we're joined now by Norwell head coach Mike McBride. And, Coach, there's a lot of positive things to take out of that game, but it's very difficult to start a tournament when you don't have all your guys against the number 2 team in the state.
Well, I think the other thing is it's difficult to start when you get down 21-0.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
If you take that out, which obviously you've got to give them a lot of credit, they came out with great energy level, great intensity level. If you eliminate that 21-3, 21-0 early part, played pretty even for a lot of the rest of the game.
Sure.
Excuse me. We did a lot of good things as far as chipping away, trying to chip back into it a little bit, close it down. I think 13 maybe once,
yep.
And but we just got to do a better job of taking care of the ball, and we had, even in that first quarter, we had some shots I thought we should have made.
Yeah.
And if we make those, then maybe it's not 21-3, maybe it's 17-10 at the end of the first quarter, because missing some of those leads to some transition. But they're very good. I mean, as I said earlier, last year when we played Maryville, I thought they were a team that could challenge for a state championship in 4A, and they lose in the Final Four to Northside. This is a team that can challenge for the championship in 4A, and they play in one of the toughest conferences in the state of Indiana, and they play in essentially, in my opinion, the toughest 4A section on the state of Indiana every year. And Coach Satterfield knows that, and they know they have to be ready, and they did that. They brought good intensity level, and that's something that we got to do a better job of matching and getting. It's just hard to get our guys, I think, to understand the level of intensity that you're going to see on the floor and the level of movement and quickness and athleticism.
Right.
And until you experience it, and that was kind of what happened a little bit today. But yeah, we had some positive things. There's no doubt we can hopefully build on some things.
Yeah. So building on that, what are I just essentially from solely a height standpoint, you match up much better with a team from Indy and Cecina. What are you looking for from them? They've been kind of all over the place, and we'll discuss that a little bit later this afternoon, but they've had some really good wins and some really bad losses, so a little bit of inconsistency. They come in at 3-2. What are you expecting from the Crusaders?
Well, they played good. They played pretty good competition, down there, and they're gonna press. Though they're going to throw some full court man-to-man press. They're going to apply a lot of half court man-to-man pressure. They're going to put some 1-2-2 trap in. So we're going to see a lot of the same types of pressure that we saw from Hamilton Southeastern. Offensively, they like to drive it and pitch it. They've got some kids that shoot the ball pretty well from 3. I don't think they're going to have as an effective of an offensive game inside as what Hamilton Southeastern did. They're not, in my opinion, as overall athletically and deep as they are, but they're certainly quick, athletic. They're going to present some challenges for us. Again, that's what we're going to have to learn how to work with, and we got guys that got to get better at handling the pressure and handling things, and we got to make the right reads, and then we got to finish it off at the rim. We had a few of those, but it's going to be a good challenge for us, and that's why we're in this tournament. We get challenged. And we play against teams like Hamilton Southeastern and Indianapolis-Scena. It certainly is going to prepare us for what we got to face later on in the tournament and those things in a conference season.
Sure. Well, we certainly appreciate you joining us here on The Voice this morning. We'll be back with you for the 2 o'clock game and then for both tomorrow. So we wish you the best of luck in this afternoon's game.
All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, Derek. Bye.
That was Norwell head coach Mike McBride as we wrap things up here from Huntington North for Game 1. And, Jacob, we do have one more order of business, and that is to name a player of the game. So give me your thoughts.
Without a doubt, for Norwell, Will Geiger. I think, without a doubt, he did everything for Norwell. He controlled the offense. I thought he did a pretty good job defensively as well. For Hamilton Southeastern, I think you can give it to a lot of different guys. They're a very unselfish basketball team. But for me, I think Aaron Etherington, he's just a really, really solid player, extremely athletic. So I think that it's going to have to be my pick, Derek.
I'll go ahead and agree with you. Will Geiger is going to be your Norwell player of the game here this morning from Huntington North, the Holiday Hoops Tournament. Game 1 wraps up with a 68-41 Hamilton Southeastern victory. The Royals go to 8-0 on the year. Norwell falls to 4-4. Game 2 will be Huntington North and Whitco here from North Arena. Norwell will follow that game as they take on Indianapolis-Scena. And that game is projected to be a lot closer, at least by the computer. Coach McBride, I think, is a little bit more positive going into that game. Feels like he has a little bit more of a chance against a team matches up pretty well with them size-wise. So we'll be along with you for that one. We hope you can join us then. Until then, the final, Norwell falls 68-41 to Hamilton Southeastern. On behalf of Jacob Collins and the entire Wells County Voice crew, this is Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.